Did you know that winter can be your secret weapon into getting a record harvest of potatoes? With one simple trick, I turned seed potatoes into a 450-pound harvest, and I'm going to show you how to as well. And this simple method can save your potatoes from weak sprouts, crappy harvests and wasted potential. I'm Tony O'Neill and this is Simplified Gardening. Have you bought your seed potatoes in spring and it's left you frustrated where you haven't been able to get your favourite varieties and you've been left scrambling for the leftovers? Well, buying in January is actually a good thing. Not only are you able to get your varieties, but it sets you up for a really good season ahead. In January, the stores and garden centres stock up on seed potatoes, and the favourite varieties like Yukon Gold, Red Pontiac, Maris Piper, well, they sell out fast. By buying early, you guarantee that you have the varieties you want for your garden. But here's the catch. Frosts can still remain until early to late May, and what do you do with the potatoes in the meantime? That's a long time to be able to store your seed potatoes, and many gardeners, they'll stick them in a dark area like a cupboard and they'll grow long white spindly shoots. And this is where chitting comes in. It bridges the gap between buying and planting your potatoes, and it's called chitting. Now you might be wondering what chitting is and why it's the ultimate potato growing hack. Chitting is just a process that encourages short, sturdy sprouts to grow, and the benefits for this are game changing. Let's break it down. Number one, it preserves quality. Long sprouts are fragile and snap easily, weakening your tubers. Chitting keeps them in perfect condition. Number two, stronger plants. Sturdy sprouts act like powerhouses, helping your potatoes thrive even in challenging conditions. Number three, earlier harvests. Pre-sprouted potatoes can shave up to 2 weeks off your growing time, getting you closer to buttery mashed potatoes sooner. Number four, inspection. Chitting doubles as quality control. You'll spot and remove mouldy or damaged tubers early, saving your crop. Here's an interesting point. There is some debate of whether all potatoes can benefit from chitting. Now, for first earlies, the benefits are clear. Early sprouting, early planting, early harvests. But for your indeterminate potatoes, then the jury is still out. But I always chit my potatoes, whether they're first earlies or main crops. For the simple reason being is it's the best way to preserve those tubers until planting time. By the time it comes to planting, you'll have strong, healthy, vibrant potatoes that will thrive when it comes time to plant. And now you know what chitting is, let's get into how we actually do it. Chitting might sound fancy, but it's incredibly easy. Let's break it into 3 simple steps. Timing and preparation. Start 4 to 6 weeks before planting. For most of us, that's late January or early February. Take your seed potatoes out of any plastic packaging. It's like freeing them from a stuffy sweater. Lay them out in trays or egg cartons, making sure that they're not touching each other to allow airflow. Placement and setup. Arrange your potatoes with the rose end, the side with the most eyes facing up. Place them in a bright, cool spot with indirect sunlight. A windowsill is perfect. The light helps them develop short, sturdy sprouts instead of weak, leggy ones. Maintenance. Check your tubers every few days and remove any mouldy ones. And if the sprouts are getting a little bit too long, move them to a cooler, brighter location. Once your potatoes are chitted, you're ready for the next phase, which is thinning and prepping them ready for planting. When it comes to growing potatoes, one of the most important decisions that you will have to make is which varieties to have. And with so many out there, the decision can be quite difficult with things like russets, fingerlings, first early, second early, main crop, determinate, indeterminate. It can feel a little overwhelming. And that's why I created the potato tool. It's a simple resource that allows you to be able to establish what varieties will be best suited for what you want to use them for and for your garden. Now, the tool is designed to allow you to pick the best varieties suited for you, whether you're growing in a raised bed, a container, or even in the ground. And what it does, it allows you to be specific in what you want out of the potato, what you want the potato's growth habit to be, how much space you have, and what you're looking to do with those potatoes. And here's what the potato tool can do for you. It tells you whether a variety is determinate or indeterminate, so you know whether it's best suited for small spaces or larger gardens. It shows whether a potato is a first early, second early or main crop, so you can plan your harvest time. It gives you the important details like the growth time to harvest, planting depths, spaces, recommendations, and even where the variety comes from. And it highlights its pest and disease resistant of each variety, so you can choose potatoes that are better equipped to handle common problems in your area. Lastly, it helps you decide on how to use your potatoes, whether you're looking for a perfect baking potato, creamy mash, or something for salads. My planting method for success. I use a 30-litre container and I buy mine from Oakland Gardens, and there'll be a link in the description below for you, and you can use code 33 to get 10 of these containers. At the moment it's only for the UK. I'm working on the US, guys. I'm still dealing with that. Add 3 to 4 inches of compost or potting soil to your container. Mix in 3 ounces of fish blood and bone meal into this compost. Place 2 seed potatoes eyes facing up on this layer. Fill the container to 2/3 full, mix in another 3 ounces of fish blood and bone meal, and then fill to about 2 inches from the top. Mulch with straw, and I use rapeseed straw as a mulch because this helps hold moisture and it doesn't compress. Now, when you're growing determinate or first or second earlies, then you can use 4 seed potatoes in this container, and you would just at the 2/3 level put in another 2 seed at opposite angles to the first 2, and it's as simple as that. With the potato tool in your hands, it will allow you to be able to establish everything that you need so that you get a fantastic harvest when you're growing your potatoes this year. And did I mention it's totally free to use, and there is a link down in the description below for you. And if you're curious on how I grew the 450 pounds of potatoes right in this area here, then this is the next video that you should watch. I'm Tony O'Neill and this is Simplified Gardening. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.